show on Chat and Spin Radio. You're listening to chatandspinradio.com with the best music and guests. All you have to do is just keep listening to chatandspinradio.com. Ian Johnson and Ron Clark staying here until it's dark so that they can bring the show to you. Welcome to the evening show on Chat and Spin Radio. You're listening to chatandspinradio.com.
For the next guest on the evening show on chatandspinradio.com.
And the time now on Chat and Spin Radio in the UK is 8:45 p.m. and we've got our next guest on the line, but before I speak to her, I'd just like to remind people that the jingle that we've just been played reminds people that we're a not-for-profit station, and that is why we are fundraising for the station. So if anyone wants to make a donation, please do so, and you can do that via the website. Now, we've got our next guest on the line. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. I am Marguerite Anderson, and I am in Providenciales on the island of Turks and Caicos.
Now that sounds idyllic for the weather. Is it nice and warm?
Absolutely warm. It's a cool day here in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and not very many bugs, thankfully.
Where we are here in the UK, in the northeast of the UK, it is 3 degrees centigrade.
Oh my word.
So there we are. Anyway, we'll not talk about the weather. We'll leave that to the weathermen. So, right. Now, Marguerite, you're a book author and you run a business as well. So just tell our listeners about that, how it all started, and how people can contact you as well.
All right. So the name of my company is Brain Edibles Collection. It started simply as a company that manufactures educational books for children between the ages of 5 to 12 years. However, I recently added another wing to the business, and that is offering online classes, offering tutorial service to children who are at primary level education as well as secondary level education. Additionally, I offer editing and writing services.
Now, if people want to contact you, how do they do that?
All right, there are a number of social media platforms that you can find the Brain Edibles Collection on. You can find Brain Edibles Collection on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. All you need to do is to search Brain Edibles Collection and you will find us on the various platforms.
Okay then, well, that's very good. Now, is there anything else you want to tell us about what you're doing and the business as well?
Brain Edibles Collection started out of my being a mother to an absolutely wonderful little girl. She's 8 years old, but in 2019, as I was helping her with her school assignment, I always employ a fun method to help her to retain the information. And it occurred to me, why not start educational literature to help kids all across the globe. And so I set to writing my first children's book. However, I did not publish my book until just recently in 2020. August was the first that my first book was published, and my second book published in September, both in 2020.
Now, have you got any more books coming up over the next few months?
Well, I must admit that I had been concentrating on promoting the two books that I already published. However, I am now in the process of writing my third book. The inspiration came and I got to it. So sometime in the coming months, I expect to have my third book out there on the market.
And when you do, let us know.
I certainly will.
Okay then, Marguerite. Well, thank you very much for coming on. And that was Marguerite Anderson from the Turks and Caicos Islands. Thank you very much for coming on.
And thank you so much for having me.
Chat and Spin Radio are inviting businesses to come onto our radio station to get your company out to our listeners free of charge. If yourself or you know of anyone who would like to participate in this free offer, please visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/chat and spin and leave a message. Or email Ian on chatandspin@gmail.com. Again, that's chatandspin@gmail.com.